Hello Sagittarius, kia ora koutou katoa, how are you? I hope you are all well. So I wanted to start off with saying thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I just want to take this opportunity now to ask you to do that right now if you haven't subscribed, and thank you in advance for subscribing to my channel. And I also want to say thank you to those of you who have come across this video or will come across this video on Facebook, and I invite you to either subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome, but also to my Facebook page as well. And now let me see, I also want to say, or just remind everybody that these are general reads, so you know, if it doesn't resonate, you know, just leave take that one, of course, but if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. But also just keeping in mind that it may be more of a forecast for you. So sometimes because we're all at different stages in our processing of whatever it is that's going on, so it may be something that's coming up for you. Others of you may be right in this, so it may be a little bit helpful for you in the sense of that keeping you, you know, your clarity or confirmation that you're on track. And others of you may be having a sense of something's coming up, so intuitively, and this may help you with a little bit of, you know, clarification in some ways, and just help you to keep that momentum going and moving forward, or moving in the direction of where you need to be going for you. Okay. And the other thing is, if you don't know what your other signs are, if you don't, you know, I'm just thinking, if you are curious, if it doesn't resonate with you or any parts of it do, try checking out one of your other signs. Okay, so there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a calculator on it. It's free, and that will help work it out for you. So yeah, and that's just a helpful hint in case this one doesn't quite resonate with you as much as the others have. And then sometimes what happens is, I know for me, it may, you know, all of it does, and some you know, videos that I watch, and then even my own readings that come through, then other things that's like it really super resonates with what is going on with me. But other times I will just check out what my other signs are saying, and to just you know, give a more comprehensive overview of what could be going on for me, or what is going on for me. So I just want to say that I am available for readings and or healing. So just yeah, in the description box below, if you're wanting to make contact to book one, my details are in the description box below. Gosh, there's a lot going on. I'm feeling a little bit tired. Is it drained or just tired? And I think there's maybe a lot of stuff going on in your mind, mentally and emotionally. It's like, whoa, what the hell is going on? And so you might be feeling a little bit drained. So get some more sleep in is what I'm hearing. I can totally understand that for myself as well. But this is more about what I'm picking up for you, Sagittarius. So it's maybe like hitting the hay a little bit earlier. But there's some like energy that's a little bit dense and a little bit fiery and a little bit, yeah, that's like all over the place, a bit of this and a bit of that that's around you. Anyway, I want to start off, but just say that I'm going to use these crystal spirits oracle, as well as the sacred earth oracle today, bringing them in. Also I'll draw a couple of cards, or, you know, shuffle a couple of cards out of here, okay, for the tarot as well. So as usual, when I'm using the crystal spirits oracle, I will, you know, shuffle, and when one falls out, I will take that one, and I'll just do a little bit of research before I before I do the video, so I can inform you of what this amazing crystal is about, or each crystal is about. So this is orange calcite that has come up, and I actually have a piece of orange calcite with me on me. So it's a beautiful light energy, very powerful energy. I'll put that over there. Anyway, orange calcite, which is number 40. I'll just double check that in the deck. So, and I'll just read a little bit about it. So basically, orange calcite is a great stone for anyone trying to remove unwanted creative blocks. Like every calcite, it is a powerful healing stone containing the element of fire. Funny that. It is linked to the body, the physical body, and also aids in healing emotional issues, carrying the energies known to repair, restore, strengthen and protect. Orange calcite fits perfectly into one's collection of healing stones. Oh, I've kind of like of one's healing stones. It helps to energize and cleanse the lower chakras. It possesses very gentle cleansing and revitalizing energy to open and remove energy blocks within the body. The vibrations of orange calcite are highly energizing to one's health and life force energies. Helps bring balance and harmony to the sexual energies. It is also great for healing one mentally, as it balances the emotions, heals past life trauma, removes fear and helps one to overcome depression. It has the ability to dissolve problems that are blocking one from reaching their true potential. And it gives a gentle boost to the development of psychic abilities and intuition. So lovely, lovely crystal there for you. So it's number 40 in the deck, okay? And so 44 is about security, foundation. It's about direction. So it's about security and the direction of where you're wanting to go. So literally, whether it's like north, east, west or south, you know, like physically wanting to literally move somewhere or building something. But it's like, but basically, you know, it's number 4 is about foundation, security, foundation, stability, and creating and being in a firm foundation. Because therefore, then when we are in a secure foundation, or we have got, you know, got that security, and we will feel secure, and we will feel like we're grounded, and you know, have got some sort of foundation. So when it's connected to the base chakra, of course, so which is about grounding, foundation, stability. So that could be to do with finances, security and financing, or grounding and financing, or finances rather, which could be work, you know, material possessions, you know, career or anything like that. But it's also to do with family as well, you know, stability in the family roots or grounding base, you know, base, hence base chakra, from, you know, from whence we came from, basically, and where we could build a good foundation. And when we've got a really nice, strong foundation, you know, most of us will feel, of course, more anchored and settled and grounded and secure within ourselves, but also within our unit, our family or whānau unit. But in general, and with that in general in life, basically, okay? Oh, wow, that was quite energetic. So now I'm just going to pull a card out for and of course 0 is about, you know, the God force energy, and it's also about, you know, not only that, but it's going back to the beginning of a new cycle, or the next new cycle. Or that's from what you are doing. So a new cycle of what you've already been like processing, or working through, or cycle of, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, like a business cycle, like, or financial, working cycle, relationship cycle, you know, across the board, whether it's a romantic or family sort of relationship cycle or friendship. There's something, yeah, there's a definite, like a cycle of some sort there. So you're coming back, there's a grounding, and then there's moving into the next cycle of an old cycle or a new cycle. Gosh. Okay, so the first card that come out is connection, okay, from this Sacred Earth Energy energy Oracle. I was going to say energy. I am saying energy Oracle because there's a lot of energy around me at the moment. It's like firing up for something. So anyway, from there, so there is a lot of energy around me. I was just like getting, like, it wants to get moving, and I just want to like blah, 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 and it's not. Anyway, I'm just going to get them to kind of like tone it down a bit. Okay, cool. So connection. So I feel like this is about you connecting with yourself, because when we have a really good connection with ourselves, it's like we tend to connect with everything really, really well in life in general. Then we have alchemy. So it's like connecting to the magician in you, or the magician, or the person that, manifests, that manifester in you. Because that's what alchemy is about, creating or making something from out of nothing, Yeah, okay, I think I just worded that wrong. Making something out of nothing, basically. And then influence. I do feel like there's something about influence. So there may be somebody that is of major influence for you. that is helping you to move or shift through something that you're working through at the moment. So, but I'm just hearing too, there is like in the influence, okay, coming from a love-based perspective. See this dove? There's a heart right there, and it's not actually a red heart. It's more of an orangey heart that I can see, or gold heart. So there's, and running with the influence of love in the background, because I'm drawn to the dove that's there. And the dove, that white dove for me symbolizes love, basically. And then we have the next card, which is ready. Ready but waiting. Okay, so something is ready but waiting for you, or ready and waiting for you. And it's like, see, there's a bird in there, so it's ready to go. She's ready to release this bird out, and just waiting for the right or the next clue or the next step that she knows she needs to take, or that she's waiting for, and then she'll know, or you'll know when to go, when to make that move, when to. So like she's really waiting for it to release, and it's like, I feel like that is you, obviously, because this reading is about for you, but for some of you that it is actually on saying that for somebody else, she's ready to release. She's waiting to, or he is waiting to hear back from you, or hear from something from you, which will give them the next clue is when to release. When to relax, when to release, to go, to come, to leave, to whatever it is. It's to move, to shift in whatever way that is required or needed. So then we have the Eight of Cups from the Tarot. So there's something about releasing and releasing and relieving of emotional attachments, emotions. So while there's all these cups there that are all piled up, it's like you've walked through something, you've been through there, and there's water running down the hill, but it's emotion, feelings that is running. So it's like it's not running from those cups. So it's not like you're filling those cups up again, and you're having to, you've left them behind, you've walked behind, and everything, you're flowing, you're letting the energy flow, the energy, the emotions, the feelings flow, the emotional feelings flow. And it's like, you've left them behind, you've processed it, and you're carrying on. Now that hill looks a bit, or that mountain looks a bit bleak, and there's not a lot of color in it. However, you are moving, okay? There's some sort of movement, so keep moving, because and something may not look quite right to you for some of you, and it may be like it might look or seem that it's a bit bleak ahead, but you're processing it, you're taking the next step, and you're doing it, you're moving on. And it may be whatever that is. It could be to do with work, whether it be self-employment, employment, or a business or something like. There's changes in there. Could be to do with family, that sort of thing. It could be to do with the death of somebody. That in passing. Oh, there we go. So that seems to me that could be a theme, like as letting your emotions flow and leaving them back in the past, basically. So now progress is slow but steady with the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something in the meantime that's that you're working on. So it's like you've worked on it, but the Knight of Pentacles is there. So there is some sort of movement there that you've put out, and there's something that's moving. So that's the main thing. Oh gosh, and then we have the Five of Wands. So there may have been a little bit of struggle and frustration, a bit of battling with yourself and or others in there. But I feel like some of it is a combination of both. Actually, but there's definitely some movement there for you. Then we have this Page of Pentacles, which is really interesting, because there's something there with small beginnings, so which is opening up small beginnings. So it's keeping on, even though there has been that bit of a struggle and frustration with yourself and or others, and moving and taking action, or things moving, and having ideas and being almost like squashed, or thoughts squashed. And it's like you're moving with, not just for some of you, this is it's moving with purpose, into more, I think of your life purpose for some of you, and I think for some of you it's just about a purpose, like you have a purpose or something that you're working on at the moment, and there's a purpose to it, and you're seeing more of that. So that small beginnings, so there's energy, even though there's that there, there's still some small beginnings. So that's moving there. It's moving, something's moving. So that's cool. That's awesome. Oh God, they'll just like drop of that. So there is one that's come out. So abundance is there, Pentacles. You've sown some seeds before, and now the Three of Pentacles is just saying that, yep, that's there. Something is, you can see something now. There's something more tangible. So there's something coming, and it's the crop is growing. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So it may mean, though, with this project that you're undertaking or whatever you're doing, it might mean that you're needing to learn new skills with that. So there's more abundance there, because that's the Eight of Pentacles there. So for me, there's something maybe that can bring in more money, that can bring in more cash, more abundance for you. Okay, awesome. Or prosperity, because that's what this is all looking towards, because it's like you've been dealing with a lot of emotions as well in the past, and it's like, okay, and you're like, there's like something is coming to an end, but in the meantime you've been working on other bits and pieces as well. And then we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about searching for a spiritual awakening. So sometimes there's you've been doing a bit of that, and it's like maybe a little bit more that's coming up that's actually got you more motivated, I'm hearing, will get you more motivated. It's like, because you could see like the pattern from before, or the influence from before, and you could see like when you have the alchemy, like what you've done before, because that's what I feel like they're drawing you back to, is remembering how much of an amazing manifestor you are. It's just like there's things have changed, and it's not manifesting in the way that you used to, or hasn't been for a little while for some of you, but things are changing. There's a new recipe, or something that's added into the recipe, a new ingredient that's come in there, that's kind of made a little bit of a change. Whoa, cool. And then we have the King of Swords. So which is, so there's something about, the way in which you're thinking. So it may be that you're being a lot firmer on yourself, it may be meaning that you've been, because that's the King of Swords is an authority figure, but who is firm but fair, and being more grounded. So, and taking more action towards what it is that you want to do, be, have, and or give, and also communicating your ideas, because that's what the Swords is about, and making decisions, basically, asserting your power. So this, I feel like with these, maybe working with the spiritual side of you, is helping you to become more clear on where it is and how it is you can do that, Saggy. It's like the next step. You might be balking about doing something, or maybe doing something a little bit half pie-ish, or not fully committed. You're not fully committed to it. Therefore, it's not like you're feeling like you're not fulfilling what it is that you set out to do. But so the ingredients comes from you, but also there's something else that's not quite there, not quite right yet. So I'm feeling for some of you in some of the projects you're doing, but there's still movement is what I'm hearing. So there are some new beginnings with the Page of Swords and the mental activity, which this King of Swords will bring you, because he's sitting there, he's been there, he's done that, he knows what he needs to do and how he needs to do it, and he's may have bumped a few people, pushed a few people out of the way, and like, as in, I was going to say bumped a few people off, but will not kill them, of course, but push them to the side or allowed them to leave, because sometimes we've got to make decisions like that to allow people to leave so we can move in the direction where we need to move. So it may be that there is some negative people around or negative energy around that you need to or could do with letting go of, or not allowing yourself to be influenced by it. This is your project. This is because you know what to do, and you could do it. You've turned water into gold before, and connecting with yourself, connecting with your highest consciousness of you, and where you want to go. Because there's generosity and charity, because that's about the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like there's an opportunity where, you know, for some of you, or for all of you, if you want to, there's, you know, something about, you know, being able to give and receive. So some of you may have been able to give before, more so, and now, and these, whoever it is wanting to give back. So it's being open to receive as well. And some of you maybe are like awfully generous at times, and, you know, give a lot, but not let yourself receive. So this is about you honoring that person or persons to who are giving to you. So it's, you're going into that place of receiving. It could be the other way around, where you're having to be allowing, you know, yourself to where somebody is, where you're giving now and not receiving. So it's like, which is really cool when we're able to do both at some point in our lives. But it's like, once again, this comes back to, like, basically with this kind of, I'm hearing like this is honoring yourself and the other person, either way, whichever way this works out for you. But literally, it may be like you, there's a, for some of you, you're coming into a space where actually you are able to, you know, generously give, but also generously receive. But I'm hearing for a lot of you that maybe more generously give, rather than receiving this time, or these time, and soon, or like right now, even for some of you. And it's, where are they going with that? I feel like there's just this really, this feeling of just humbleness, and it's just like thanks, gratitude, sort of a feeling that that I'm just feeling at the moment. So it's like, you know, and thanking you so much for the generosity that you have received, and now I feel like I can give back with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, and excitement and adventure. So that's so cool. And I feel like some of you are in a position where you can, you know, where you've been able to give before. And it may be that some of you may be questioning that you aren't able to give as much, whether it be energy in the sense to the equivalent of prosperity, or vice, you know, or even in a monetary fact. But it's like, you know what, at least you're doing something, you know, and that's what it is. Because the other side of it is, I'm feeling like I'm hearing something. I'm just grateful that and thankful that you're able to be, that you're, you know, and in gratitude that they've been able to help you, and they will lovingly, honoringly accept that from you. So don't be too shy, don't be too humble, but, or whatever, you know, or what's that other word, or no, it's not martyr, but don't feel like you can't receive as well as give. That's where I feel like they're giving it. So, but I just feel like, so there's a lot of prosperity and abundance there, where some of yous or a lot of yous will be a feeling like I'm able to give more, and give now more so than what I could before. And I don't feel like for some of you it's not necessarily that you will be, it's just that figure of speech, or that of expression, or that feeling that actually, you know, or you're moving into that place where actually I'd like to help with this, and that, or I'd like to help you out with that, or, you know, or donate more to some sort of charity or whatever that is. Yay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you now, Sagittarius, because that was quite energetic. I'm really, really hot now. I have got my heater on, but it's not that hot. It's not up that high. But anyway, it's very high energy at the moment, so it sounds like you're going to need it, but also make sure you get some rest in, okay? Anyway, I'm going to love and leave yous now, and we shall see you next Wednesday. God bless you, God protect you, and from my team to you, lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Bye for now.